Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you are well and warm, kicking it fly today, baby. Good to see everyone in the chat tonight. Idiom, I see you. Lieutenant, what's going on there? Absolute Cannabis Experience, what's going on? East Coast, you already know. I see Honey Nut Heroin in the chat. Juddy's here. Seeker, Wisconsin is in the house. Hashtag team. Brina's here. What's up, Brina? How you doing, guys? Here we go. Hope you guys are ready for a fantastic evening. We have got a lot in store, and it's about time. Introducing your host, Pigeons 420, the only host on the internet who introduces himself. Ladies and gentlemen, it's great to see you. Hope you guys are well and warm. Kicking it fly, baby. Man, happy Wednesday to everybody. What a beautiful, beautiful day. I don't know about your part of the world. However, spring is in the air, and boy, it feels good. It feels good. I want to give a huge shout out to you. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. Huge shout out to the band giving me my rollout music. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. Huge shout out to Mrs. P over here on the ones and twos doing her thing. Look at her. Yeah. And a huge shout out to you guys, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is the live show. You can find us every single Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Central. If you guys are looking for something to do between those times, I'm also live over on Twitch, twitch.tv/pigeons420. Go and check it out. Thank you guys for tuning in. We've got crazy news going on. We've got high rats. We've got cannabis being mentioned at the State of the Union. Man, we've got a lot to discuss. But before we do, I want to ask you guys, what are you smoking on, ladies and gentlemen? What are you smoking on? I got the comments right here, so let me take a look. Hello, everyone. I love it. Production is getting slick. Norma, thank you. Norma, shout out to you. Huge shout out to Mrs. P for running the P's and Q's. She's a huge part of the operation that's going on over here, so huge shout out to her. Huge shout out to you guys. Idiom, super colorful. Yeah. Hello, Kev. I see you in the chat. Mediocre guitar. Hello. Good to see you. Joey. Hi. Ferris. Smoking on that Mephisto Octane 45. Ferris, is that an auto? Did you grow that yourself? I'd be curious to know. Norma G. I am also. Wow. 5 gift. You see that, Mrs. P? 5 gifted memberships by TWP Popcorn. Yo, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. That's wicked, man. Thank you. Idiom got one. Juddy got one. Curly Green, Insanity on a roll. That is a heck of a group. Thank you. Thank you so much for the gifted subs. That is too kind, man. Queen P running things in the back. That's right, Brina. That's right. You was right. I am also token on that green crack this evening. It's God's green crack, and boy, is it a great looking bud. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if I may be a bit candid, I am not going to be toking on these episodes anymore. Unfortunately, it's catching up with me. That the age restriction is just, it's hitting hard with the toking. So unfortunately, for the sake of longevity and for the sake of visibility, I'm going to refrain from token, or at least I'm going to refrain from token while you can see me. It is unfortunate, but that's the way it is. Yo, huge shout out to, oh my gosh, Rob, seriously, 5 gifted memberships? That's too cool, man. Yo, Jiro gets one, Ken gets one, Joey gets one, Kenneth, 2 Kens, no, 1 Ken, Blazer gets one. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's an auto, 7-ounce auto. Well, good for you, man. That was your own grow. Well, that's fantastic. I've got a bit growing on as well. If you guys want to stay up to snuff, if you will, with everything that's growing on in my garden, make sure you follow me on Instagram at Pigeons420. You can follow me over there, and you can see everything, all my plants, everything I got growing on. Even the new AC Infinity heater that I just hooked up yesterday is running. It's actually just skipped right over those lights. It's just right there. And I'm stoked because not only do I have the flower tent buzzing right now, I've also got the veg tent buzzing. Huge shout out to Seedsman, guys. Huge shout out to Seedsman. As you guys know, Seedsman and Pigeons have partnered. If you're looking for some quality genetics, yo, go check out Seedsman. You can use promo code Pigeons420. Okay, make sure you check that out. Let them know I sent you, and you can also follow them on Instagram as well. I think it's Seedsman Official. You can double check. I follow them. It's a short list of people to look through, so you should be able to find it. So yeah, my peyote Skittles has popped. All 3 are up and looking a little bit gangly, but successful germination. 3 for 3. Very happy with that. And as a matter of fact, I can hear my dog's noses. They're scratching at the door. Yeah. All of the plants germinated, and I'm going to be doing a massive cloning session in my veg tent in the upcoming days. Massive. I've got I haven't even been showing them, but I've got massive girls, some skunks and some hazes that are about 4 feet tall, and I'm ready to clone them all, and I'm going to turn it into a massive sea of green. So stay tuned for that, because I'm really, really looking forward to it. Thanks for the promo code, Pete. And Santa, no problem, brother. No problem. Real quick, I'm going to push this at you as much as I can. I know Mrs. P's got a little promotional video for you. I want to give a huge shout out to my boy, Mr. ROB, CLTV. He's putting on the Growers Gauntlet. I want you guys to check this out, okay?
6 teams, 18 genetics, 3 winners, 1 champion.
growersgauntlet.com. Yeah, wanted to give a huge shout out to Rob. He's the muscle behind all this, but yes, it is a group effort. Ton of teams, ton of opportunities to win, great genetics, wicked sponsors, and some kick-ass prizes too. So make sure you go to growersgauntlet.com, okay? growersgauntlet.com, and go and participate. You've seen it. Choose the genetics, choose a team, grow it, show it, and win some wicked prizes, man. I think this is honestly going to be one of the greatest years for community competition in our space we have ever seen. So check that out. Check that out. There's even some prizes actually. Sorry, can you throw that one? Thanks, babe.
Do you have what it takes to win the Growers Gauntlet? Earn the championship to receive not only bragging rights, but you and a friend will also get an all-expenses-paid trip to Humboldt County, California, to tour the Humboldt Seed Company's farm with all of the team leaders for an unforgettable experience. Second and third place will receive some amazing prizes, courtesy of our partners, AC Infinity, Growers House, Seedsman, and of course, Stash Blend. Join the Growers Gauntlet now and choose your genetics. The deadline to enter is April 20th, so don't wait. Visit growersgauntlet.com to join if you have what it takes.
Tell me that doesn't look freaking awesome. Like, yes. So shout out to the squad. I don't care whether you're Team Mr. Grow It, Team Rob, Team Dusa, Team ICANN, Team Pigeons. I'm excited to say that I'm involved in this, and I cannot wait to see what this does, what the community can do with these genetics. So very cool stuff, and of course, huge shout out to Stash Blend, guys. If you're looking for a premium plant additive, you can check out stashblend.com, and you can actually use promo code TheStash, and you'll save some money at checkout off of the Stash Blend. Yes. Yeah, so check that out. So, yeah, guys, real quick, I wanted to mention the Growers Gauntlet because that's very important to me and very important to the guys and the teams. I want to mention Stash Blend because it's very important. And, of course, I want to mention my Patreon, guys. I want to mention this before we get too far into the nudes because if you go over to Patreon, patreon.com/pigeons420, I'm actually going to start running a tracker along the bottom, very similar to FTS. They've got those guys do a great show over there, and I'm inspired by their efforts. So they actually run a tracker at the bottom of the screen for their patrons, and I'm going to do the same thing. So for everyone that's in the inner squad, inner circle and up, is gonna get a shout out on the bottom, because you guys absolutely deserve it. It's my way of saying thank you. You guys help support me, and in any way, if I can help support or show some love, I'm gonna do that. If you are a patron, or if you're thinking of becoming a patron, I actually show off gardens every single weekend. On Sundays on Wake and Bakes over on Twitch, I show off gardens, we dive in, we kind of get critical with some of them, we see what's going on with others, and it's a great way to just see what's going on within the community. So if you're interested in that, and not to mention, Rob says this is pretty important, I should probably mention it, all my old videos are over there too. There's an archive of all of my old videos, and new videos post every single week. Okay, so if you're interested in that, go check it out. Go check it out. It's a whole other platform. Literally stuff over there you will not see anywhere else. And thank you guys for supporting me. I should have a link for that I throw out, but I didn't. So yeah, again, thank you guys for being here. Thank you for the gifted subs too. That means a lot to me. I really appreciate it. And a huge shout out to the community, you guys, for being here. So Tea with P, where the T is beer and the P is me, where we dive into the nudes, we dive into some events and happenings within the community, and we actually have a conversation with people within the space as well. And we've got a very special guest tonight. First time I've ever talked to this guy in my life. You guys have heard of him. I think you guys have seen him before on the internet. Roberto. Rob from CLTV is going to be joining us at the top of the hour, at the beginning of the second segment. So stay tuned for that. People really enjoyed that conversation, and I figure since, well, we're starting to get the audio dialed in now, why not do it again? So, man, that's my boy, and I want to thank him for coming on. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's only fair that we head to the nudes. Let's go.
Canna News. All things culture, science, and health. Your one-stop shop for all things Canna News.
So, calling me out for not having my wake and bake? Yeah, it's hockey tournament weekend, hockey tournament season. So that's what we're doing right now. But I will be here this Sunday.
Yes.
I will be here this Sunday. Yes. Confirmed. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the nudes. I would like to, and as I always have, I love to talk about what's going on in our space, whether it's in the culture, science, nudes, health, you name it. I want to talk about it. Nothing is off the table here. Let's make that very clear. I want to make sure that we can have a conversation surrounding anything. And one way to do that is to dive in and see what's going on in the world of our plant. If there's anything that you think is interesting or something that you would like to discuss, I want to hear from you, because I live in a bubble and I don't always know what's growing on. I have the same few sources that I use to source out my stories, but aside from that, I don't know what's going on around the world always. So if there's a story that talks to you or speaks to you, you can follow me on Twitter at Pigeons420. Yeah, I tweet. Yeah, you can come find me. Do you tweet? There's no such thing as a tweet anymore, Pigeons. I'm bringing it back. And by bringing it back, it never went away. Except I tried to avoid it, and it didn't work. So I'm back. So I'm going to be tweeting about it. Anyways, with that being said, do you have the Connecticut story first? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So this one was kind of interesting to me. This smells like accountability, like almost competition per se. High Times is reporting Connecticut to show the price per gram of flour online. And you might be thinking, well, of course they're going to be showing the price of flour online. Well, no, they don't though. The Connecticut Department of Consumer Protection published a new data set that conveniently shows the state's average price per gram. That is exciting. So you're now going to be able to see, on average, the price per gram. Connecticut's Department of Consumer Protection published a new data set showing the price per gram of usable product sold in the state's adult use and medical markets, according to a March 11th press release. The data set's category usable product essentially means flour and includes raw flour in whole, ground, or pre-rolled form without additional extracted materials. Currently, a gram in California is hovering around $12. This is what I want to ask you. How much are you paying per gram in your area? Assuming you weren't going to grow it yourself and you were going to go pick something up. What is the average gram price in your area? For my area, it's about $10, which is slightly up from the year before at $12 in California. That average price per gram in Connecticut has increased steadily over the months of October. So, have you guys ever heard, do you guys in America have, what's that gas app? Gas Buddy? Do you guys in America have like an app called Gas Buddy? Or something similar where you can go online and you can check to see the price of fuel in your area and determine if, where you're going to go and purchase your fuel? It would be very similar as this. You would be able to go on, see the price per gram in the area, and shop that way. I think it's a great way. I think it's a great method. $10, $7.50 for Juddy. Ooh, $7.50. That's not bad. $5. Under $5. That's not a bad idea. In reality, when you grow your own, you're paying cents per gram, right? Assuming you're not growing an auto. Sorry, slight dig there. But yeah, it's cents per gram when you think about it. So it's like, woof. And then not to mention the product that you're getting from the store is probably horrible. Or not horrible, but subpar to homegrown. Kind of frustrating. But what do you guys think? Want to talk taxes, ladies and gentlemen. I want to talk taxes because I didn't realize this. This is actually a common conversation for me when it comes to tax. When it comes to taxes, I am pro tax on our plant for recreational use. I am anti-tax or against tax when it comes to the medicinal market. And why is that? Well, I believe when it comes to medicine, you shouldn't tax people's medicine. If someone needs medication for whatever reason, there should be no taxes on it. It should just be the cost of the medication, and that's it. I don't think we should tax the sick. Something maybe that only Canadians do. I don't know if they do that in America. Probably, but I'm not sure. However, in Canada, we actually do get taxed on our medicinal products. And they're trying to change that. When it comes to recreation, I do believe that it should be taxed. I chalk it up as like a sin tax, if you will. And why? Well, because there's two things in life you can't avoid, right? Hemorrhoids and taxes. Death and taxes. And since you can't avoid it, you may as well work with it. Use the taxes from the recreational market, invest it in education, invested in healthcare. I don't even care, actually. Invest in whatever you want. That's the joy of having taxes, particularly on the recreational market. That's my take. It is it is kind of not controversial, but it is a hot one. But I stand by that. I didn't realize how vast people are actually being taxed for their medicinal products. Washington is to do away with a 37% medical tax. 37%. Medical patients in Washington are in line for some much needed financial relief, with the state now set to eliminate an onerous excise tax. Lawmakers in Washington recently passed a bill granting an exemption from the 37% excise tax. Am I saying that right? Excise tax for medicinal patients and designated providers. That is great. But holy man, how much money have they made off of those taxes? 37% is remarkable. The bill, HB 1453, was originally introduced last year. Per an official legislative summary of the proposal, the bill aimed to provide a tax exemption from the 37% excise tax for qualifying patients and designated providers with a recognized card on purchases of products that are labeled as DOH, Department of Health, compliant products and tested in accordance with the DOH's rules. That's good. That's good. I can only imagine the millions. I'm trying to scan the article real quick to see if there's a $1 million mark, but how much money do you think has been made off of? But the number's going to be in the millions for sure. Millions. Again, another reason you should be growing your own. You're not going to be taxed by your intake if you're growing your own product. So keep that in mind. What do you think, though, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to taxing the medical system and or taxing the recreational system? When people say, not my advocates, but my opponents would argue that there shouldn't be tax at all, no tax, and I just think I think that's kind of foolish, and I think that's irresponsible, because I feel like we should be taxing. There has to be tax. There has to be tax. So why wouldn't you tax this product, which is in many cases making billion-dollar revenues for states, provinces, and territories? Like, yeah, yep, tax it. Here's one for you, ladies and gentlemen. Are you surprised that the rats are high? The rats are high. NOPD, this is NOLA PD chief, says a vermin-infested headquarters evidence room. The rats are all high because of a rat-infested evidence room. Heavy mold and deteriorating elevators, HVAC units, and plumbing are some of the issues that have been plaguing New Orleans Police Department headquarters. Oh, it's New Orleans. NOLA, New Orleans. But those aren't the only problems at aging police facilities around the criminal justice complex near Tulloon Avenue and South Broad Street. Don't forget the vermin. New Orleans Police Department Superintendent Ann Kirkpatrick told the Police Council's Criminal Justice Committee on Monday, "The rats are eating our marijuana. They're all high. Rodents have infested police headquarters, scattering feces across desks and feasting on narcotics in the department's evidence room," she said. "Cockroaches are also abundant." How are you allowed to work there? Like, these don't seem like sanitary working conditions, for crying out loud. That is nasty. Kirkpatrick's grim assessment of police facilities came as she lobbied to relocate department headquarters to a downtown high-rise. The council is considering a 10-year lease on 2 upper floors of 1650 Poydras Tower. A temporary move while the department maps out future long-term housing, she said. Wow. The rats are high in New Orleans. That is nasty. Nasty. How much would you be surprised if those rats turned out to be little robots working for the cartel and they're actually smuggling the weed out of the police department? It's like cockroaches. Yeah, the monkey. Yeah, the little cartel monkey. Yeah. You know, I play this game called Rainbow Six. It's very real. And there's an operator that can like send out this little drone and it can follow you and give away your location. What if the little cockroaches are little drones? I don't know. Business isn't doing very well for some, unfortunately, as we talk about billion dollar revenues in some areas. We must talk about some unfortunate issues in other areas. MedMen, I'm sure you've all heard of it, shutters all but 2 of its California operations. MJ Biz Daily is reporting that MedMen Enterprises has shut all but 2 stores in California, workers confirmed to the MJ on Friday. All the rest have closed, an employee at the LAX store confirmed. Earlier Friday, a worker at MedMen's Santa Ana location told MJ Biz Daily that the Eastern California store was shut in the morning, that we had closed all of our doors and are all out of business. We had a 75% off sale yesterday. There is no more MedMen in California. Wow. However, MJ Biz later learned the information was inaccurate and 2 MedMen stores remain. Okay, that's the one at LAX, I heard, and the San Francisco, I believe. The Los Angeles-based MSO on Thursday closed its San Francisco store in Cow Hollow neighborhood, MedMen's last remaining outlet in the Bay, according to the SFist. So unfortunate, but it's I think unfortunately we're seeing this exchange in hands, or a turning of pages between the old and the new when it comes to who's going to be the movers and shakers in the industry as the years go on. A lot of these businesses overexpanded, they overinflated, they overemployed, they overpromised and underdelivered. The product was subpar, often, if not unsmokable. It really wasn't gaining any kind of traction, and I think that's because these kind of companies are sheerly searching for profit, the margins. They're trying to decrease the margins and increase profits. And the reality is you can't do that. And this is the changing of guard that we're seeing between the old and the new. And I welcome it. I welcome it. Bring it on. Bring it on. I'm excited. You know, I look at companies. You know, I look at companies like Swank Genetics and the things that they're doing, and it's no surprise to me that the companies of the old are on their way out. When I see the passion, the drive, the excitement, the quality, the desire to share, that is unprecedented. That I've never seen before. And those are going to be the people that end up making the moves in our industry. Those are going to be the movers and shakers. People's like the cookies. You know, cookies is kind of also becoming that bit inflated as well. But I do believe the passion is there. I do believe in cookies. I know that's also a controversial statement all on its own. But I do think that I do believe in that brand. I do believe that, you know, the passion is there. The desire is there. But of course, the challenges of trying to have a brand that distributes consistent flour on a mass scale is remarkably difficult. If there's anyone I think that can do it, I think it's guys like Berner. I think it's guys like Swank Genetics. I think it's guys that have a passion for the plant and the community that has not been seen before. So out with the old, in with the new. That's what I got to say. But I ask you, what do you guys think when it comes to seeing the old going out and the the new coming in? So, yeah, yep. So someone shout out from Memphis, Tennessee. Mr. Stoney Grows, shout out to Memphis, Tennessee, my friend. Shout out to Memphis, Tennessee. What are you guys smoking over there in Memphis, Tennessee? I'd be curious to know. What do you got going on over there? Here's something for you. This one kind of caught my eye in the last minute here. I didn't have a whole opportunity to dive real deep into this one. However, it seems like we're getting some more reports on THC blood detection by your government. We're going to learn this one together. Virginia Department of Forensic Science releases report on THC blood detection. The VDFS, that's what I'm going to call it, the VDFS, the Virginia Department of Forensic Science, recently released a report regarding its federal-funded study to research reliable testing methods for detecting THC in blood. The DFS, they're going to abbreviate it even more, was originally granted $300,000 in 2020 by the Department of Justice National Institute of Justice. The goal of this research project is to develop and validate an automated sample preparation technique for the quantitative evaluation of an expanded cannabinoid panel, CBD, CBN, CBC, CBA, CBC, in biological matrices, stated the award description. More than $1.1 million was available in total, and the sum was divided between a total of 5 projects. The ever-changing climate of cannabis decriminalization and or legalization has significantly impacted forensic laboratories and is anticipated to increase the caseload in forensic toxicology. The description added, in addition, products claiming to contain other cannabinoids, including cannabidiol and tetracannabinolic acid, have become widely available. 4 years later, DFS has released a 107-page report. You can find the report in this story about its findings. The report shows the detailed process of separating THC metabolites, experimenting using different types of blood: bank blood, antemortem blood, postmortem blood, and also urine. Ultimately, researchers developed a process to identify different cannabinoids Within the research project, a method was developed for the quantitative and qualitative evaluation of cannabinoids in biological matrices using supported liquid extraction. Okay. Liquid extraction. The report stated that the methodology employed LCM-SMS, liquid chromatography with tandem mass spectrometry, with two analytical columns of different stationary phases to enhance the conformation of cannabinoids. LCMS was used to help determine the slight differences between cannabinoids. To enhance the selectivity of the long numbers, a two-column chromatographic method was developed to enable additional confirmation regarding the identity of a compound. That's exciting! Researchers wrote, within the validations, the evaluation of inferences from other cannabinoids was critical in the assessment of the method and its validity. That's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. Did any of you get anything out of that article? Me neither, man. I just report the nudes. I'm just here. I have a pretty face. You okay, babe? She's not gonna make it. She's not gonna. I nailed it. I got all that right. Hire your wife, they said. She's just dying over here. I killed it. She's gone.
Great job.
Thank you. So yeah, check that out. Check that out. I don't think you'll be able to like really read it any better than I did for sure. So I'm not sure it's going to make sense to anybody. But the real story here is that the government's watching. Okay, and they're coming for you. Okay, they're coming for your blood via liquid extraction. That's what I got from that.
Yeah.
Tell you right now, boy. I'll tell you what.
Before you're dead, after you're dead, and your urine.
Yep. Before you're dead, after you're dead, and your urine. Gaim. It's probably connected to that fucking AC Infinity pH pen, isn't it? I bet you it's part of it. I know it is. I seen it over there, that pen. Anyways, we'll move on. Guys, for the first time ever, can you believe it? For the first time ever, our product was mentioned at the State of the Union. What's the State of the Union? I have no idea. No, I'm just kidding. Only because nobody's going to watch it anyways. But State of the Union address by the president, he actually mentioned low-key about the reclassification of our plant. I will get into in just a moment whether I actually think anything will change in regards to our plant in just a moment. So, in State of the Union address, Biden vows to review federal reclassification of pot. You did watch it, Frankie? Good. President Joe Biden issued its State of the Union address on Thursday, March 7, and among many topics, he said he'll direct his cabinet to consider reclassifying at the federal level. It's the first time that a president of the United States addressed reform as part of a State of the Union address. Well, I'll be damned. Keep building public trust, as I've been doing by taking executive action on police reform and calling for it to be the law of the land, directing my cabinet to review the federal classification of this plant and expunging thousands of convictions for mere possession, because no one should be jailed for using or possessing this plant, is what he said. Come on, man. That's what he said after, I'm sure. So, yeah, that is the first time. That is kind of encouraging. I think it's fruitless, to be quite honest with you. I do not believe we will see a sitting president within. And it's funny. I said this before Trump got in 2016, 2016. Someone asked, "Do you think Trump will reclassify or legalize?" No, 100%, absolutely not. Will Biden? No, 100%, absolutely not. He will not. It's funny that you only hear this buzz conversation when it's close to a re-election or another election. Cannabis conversation as a topic during election, in my opinion, is smoke and mirrors. That's exactly what happened in 2015 with the Liberal government here in Canada. They promised legalization for the first 3 years of their term. Nothing. It wasn't until the last year where there was an election coming that he thought, I'm going to mention this again, and then started to run on it a second time, and then of course managed to swindle himself a few more votes, and here we are. Don't be so susceptible to the conversation of legalizing our plant. It's not going to happen. It's going to happen on a state level first, and it's going to then move outwards. So we will not see legalization on a federal level until, in my opinion, 90% of the states have legalized. And even then, will they legalize? I don't know. I think there's too much money behind the pharma industry, behind alcohol industry, behind the Mothers Against Drunk Driving or intoxicated drivers campaigns and industry. No, we have a snowball's chance in hell to get legalization in any term, in any presidency that I can see. Pick your candidate. I don't care. I'm that cynical when it comes to legalization of this plant, unfortunately. And my glass is always half full. It's not a why would the people why would the government legalize? This has nothing to do with them. This almost frees your populace to think critically, to have a source of medication that you can have liberty over. There's too much autonomy that is associated with the legalization of our plant that I just feel like is very threatening to those in power. And my example for that is here in Canada. It's illegal. It is federally legal. However, banks still won't touch you with it. It's very hard to get any kind of a business done with a financial institution. The government has incredible oversight over the plant, over its processes, its regulation. Like, it's nasty. It's nasty. So, yeah. I don't believe. I just don't believe that we'll see legalization, because it just gives up. It gives up a lot of control. It gives up a lot of control. Because as of right now, it's like, think about it. Now I'm just going to tighten my tinfoil hat on. It's like, if for any reason a political opposition or a political person wanted to have somebody arrested for something, they could do it. They could do it on pot. You know what I mean? Like, it's just another way to discredit someone, and so on and so forth. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm very cynical when it comes to the legalization of our plant. But I ask you guys, do you think we'll see legalization? I sure don't. But I pose the question to you. What do you think? But as with any of the stories, whether it's the first one, last one, I pose all the questions to you. I want to hear from you, because your opinions are important to me. It allows me to think outside the box. And that's really important. Robert Rittenhouse says, define legalization. Well, essentially, in the same way that, the majority of fruits and vegetables are legal, they're regulated, but they're legal. That's how it should be. It's a plant. It grows. Let it grow. Let people have access to it. I don't think kids should have access to it. That's a big thing. So, a lot of people might argue that there should be no laws around it. I disagree. If you guys have ever heard of Orange County, California, where oranges can come from, those oranges are heavily regulated. There's a level of expectation of quality, level of expectation of safety, level of expectation of working conditions, level of expectation and regulation surrounding taxes, exportation, imports, all of that. Cannabis is no different. It's a commodity. It's a plant. It grows. It comes. It goes. And that's how it should be treated. It shouldn't be. People should not be going to jail for it whatsoever. Obviously, if you've got someone that's, supplying to children, I think that's criminal, and I think there should be consequences for that. So, yep. prison time for pineapple thieves in Hawaii. Yeah, I believe it. Prison time if you shoot an animal and you leave it, right? So, and it's just like, well, rights do animals have, right? Well, you shouldn't shoot an animal and leave it. You should go to jail for that, right? So there's things. There's just there's regulation that goes with things that I think is important, and that's no different than this. I don't believe. Massive echo there. I don't believe that kids should be able to walk out of a school and see a dispensary outside the school in the same way that you shouldn't be able to walk out of a school and see a bar, a club. You know what I mean? So yeah, regulation, but access and liberty at the same time, right? So that would be my world of legalization. I pose the question to you: what's your legalization look like? My legalization here in Canada comes with limits, comes with terms. We can only have so much on us at any given time. You can only buy so much. There can only be so much of a percentage cap. There can only be this, that, and the other thing, right? So yeah, just grow your own. Master Yoshi, I totally agree with you. Yep. Let us grow 6 plants legally. I think you should grow as many as you want. I don't think there should be a limit. I don't think there should be a plant count. Why can't someone grow an entire backyard of weed? If they want to have the potential risk of having people stealing their product, that would be an inherent risk, right? That's not a regulated issue. The government's not going to come, or in a legal utopia, the government's not going to come take your weed. No, some 5-finger discount kid's going to come steal your weed. So then you're going to have to come up with a security system and a fence and a yard to put it in, or a roof to put over it, and people to protect it, and equipment. Well, are you going to do that? No, of course you're not. So you're not going to grow a backyard of weed. You're going to grow 3 plants so that you can put a little chicken wire around it with a little scarecrow and a camera, right? So it's like the system would regulate itself if we just allowed it. I'm not saying that robbery or theft is a part of the system, but it is, really, when you think about it. And then there should still be a legal, there should still be a medicinal market for it as well, because patients should have access to product, and they should have access to product before the recreational market. So there should be medicinal supply chains that supply good quality product to the caretakers or the medicinal market in general. And then you have recreational. What's the difference of quality? 0. There's no difference in quality. The quality should be exactly the same. What's the difference between medical weed and recreational weed? Nothing. There isn't a difference. But there has to be a different market. There has to be people that provide it for the medical and provide it for the recreational. And one shouldn't be more than the other, because then no one's going to provide for the other market. You know, if the medical is where it's more lucrative, everybody's going to go to that one. So it's got to be, or if vice versa, if the recreational is more lucrative, then it's got to go to that one. So I'm not saying I have all the answers. I just strongly believe that the way in which we're approaching it at the moment isn't accurate. As I look at the preview, I just realized how non-symmetrical my whole studio looks. But yeah. But I pose a question to you. What do you think? Taxes? No taxes? Medical? No medical? Should there be a medical? Should there be a recreational? What do you think? Pass the question to you. While I pass that question to you, I'll take another drink. As we prepare here, guys, we're going to be hanging out with a good friend of mine, Mr. ROB CLTV. He's going to be joining us as my guest for our next segment. We're going to be sitting down having a great conversation, lots to talk about. We'll probably dive into all kinds of things in regards to Growers Gauntlet, grow conversation, life conversation, you name it, actually. You name it. But before you do, I want to know, what are you smoking on, ladies and gentlemen? What brings all the boys to the yard at your house? What are you smoking on? For me, it's still the green crack. I'm having that green crack. And then I'm also going to bring my bong over here, because when Rob's talking, it's going to switch the camera, so then I might possibly be able to partake, and no one's going to know. However, I'm going to sip this. Huge shout out to AC Infinity, always sponsoring our sponsored beverage. Shout out to my patrons, my legendary patrons. I appreciate you guys, all my patrons. Ooh, Kai's smoking the Chill Out OG. Let's go, man. Do-si do for the Stoned Ape. Let's go. Hashtag Team Pigeons. Bring it on. Bring it on. We've got OG runts and black runts all day. Nice. Nice. I was smoking runts too. I've got some runts as well. Blue cookies for Geronimo. Oh, I called you Giro earlier. It all came together right there. When's AC Infinity going to drop a hat for the pub? A hat for the pub? They have a hat. AC Infinity's got a fantastic hat, as a matter of fact. And is it accessible to the public? Yeah, they got a merch store. Yep, they got a merch store. Yep. Violet Lakes for Corey. Nice. Blue Dream for Kev. Let's go. Gorilla Cookies, Fast Buds, Double A. Double A, good to see you, my friend. Is it for sale, finally? Check out, I know they have... Oh, Mrs. P's going to check it out right now, but I'm almost certain they have the hat on the merch page. Almost certain. Almost certain. Double checking right now. Gorilla Cookies, Fast Buds. Yo, Smokey, what do you think of that? What do you think of that? Met up with the Fast Buds crew. Some cool guys, too. Cool guys over there at Fast Buds. We were hanging out with them in Vegas at MJ BizCon. So it was so kind. They're so lucky. Black Sunday Penthouse Genetics for Ian. Oh, okay. That sounds fantastic. I grew an auto, and damn, that was stinky. Which one, Seeker? I grew an auto? Of what? Seeker. Hello. Hey, what's up, NVR? How you doing? Welcome to the live show, guys. If you guys are just getting here, we're just preparing here. We're going to be meeting up with my boy, Mr. ROB CLTV, for a conversation. Don't forget, we go live every single Wednesday, 9 p.m. Central, T with P, and I'm excited to see you guys. The Gorilla Cookies by Fast Buds. Oh, okay. No, you didn't find it?
They don't look to have any merch available to the public.
Oh, I saw merch there. I saw it on the website. Oh, well. Okay, well. It's not me, it's you. Hell.
It probably is.
No, it's probably there. Mrs. P can't find it. You want an easy... Did you see AC Infinity's got a new propagation tent coming out, too? I'm going to be getting my hands on that, baby. I need one. Of course he does. His friends are back in the business, so if he can limit our grow and pad his friend's pocket, he's for it. Who's this? I'm sorry. Absolute. Who's this? Anyways, guys, it is that time, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very excited to go and hang out with my good friend, Mr. ROB CLTV. So without further ado, let's go hang out, my friends. Oh, he's muted. You're muted. We're bringing it in, taking our time. Rob's here. He's muted. Or do I have him muted, or is he? Oh, hey, there he is. It's a good show. It's not a bad show.
Yeah, it's a show.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
You know,
Tap him. Tap him.
I'm cool being little like this. We don't need to get.
He's just
in
a little
detail.
guy.
I'm a little fella this evening. I feel like I need to be over here. Like you're over there, hey bud.
It's just tiny. There he is. It's almost there.
I look over there
There
at
we
the
go.
wall. Hey, what's up?
There we
man?
go. Oh yeah. That was me, bro. You know how long after that show I would
I know.
talk to you staring at the wall?
I'll do this. I'll fucking awkwardly look at you guys.
It's not bad. I like that. I like it when you stare at me like that.
So
That's pretty sweet. Bro, you look crisp today. You look crisp. The light
Yeah?
is on point. Yeah.
oh dude, 256 already, bud. As soon as my kids went to bed. Sheboygan.
Oh, what's that?
Sheboygan.
Did you smoke yet? Oh yeah. I was gonna grab some.
I'm working on it.
Oh yeah, take your time.
I'm working on 8 things.
Corey, does
No.
anybody else?
Mrs. P is just working on a million things. I was like, you know what? I could probably swindle hoots when no one's looking.
Oh yeah, just hide.
Yeah, I'm gonna hide. Yeah,
Turn your back
yeah,
and hit
yeah.
it, and then
Yeah.
come back.
Yeah, they wouldn't even know. They wouldn't
Yep,
even know.
you'd be good.
What are you smoking on, G?
It's with that Sherb Greek Pie.
No way,
It's
really?
got an abundance of it. Yeah,
Damn.
yeah. I'm just smoking through it.
Sweet, sweet, sweet.
Yeah.
I know you enjoy that.
Yeah. What about what were you considering smoking had you been able to?
Oh, well, I think I'm. Did you? Is it the same stuff? Yeah, I'm still on the GC, the green Crizzy. Green crack's always.
It's a rough one to throw out there on the tube to save
I
that
know
whole
it
day.
is. I know. That's why I'm.
You know what I'm saying?
GC.
Like-
yeah, I know. That's why I'm the GC from now on.
The GC.
The GC.
Got a little bit of the GC for you youngsters.
For you youngsters. That's where I remember when I first got my prescription. It was with I had to get here. You get a prescription, and then you have to get a producer. And the producer I got was called
For Beats?
Producer for no. yeah.
You got to be a rapper too
I
to
have to
smoke.
be a rapper in order to be a medical patient. Yeah, but can you believe that? Fucking Trudeau.
That's crazy.
Fucking. I had to get
the
a
only way to
producer.
get your butt out there.
Yo, I need you to get me the weed so I can make sure
You
that I
gotta
ease
rap
the
for this
pain. What
shit.
kind of?
Like, all right, kick a beat. The doctor's like, hang on, can you flow?
Just some old lady.
No?
comes,
All right.
Excuse me, sir. I just. Well, can you lay a beat though?
Kick a beat though, and we'll see. Get him a producer.
Yeah.
Now it's
I-
mandatory. Everyone has to have a producer when they come in here.
Now I'm an incredible hip hop artist.
Look at the shoes. Doesn't it say it? Like,
Yeah, doesn't it say it all? It's lady like in a
we
big
came here with the
chain.
drip.
A big chain. So yeah.
I think
Anyway.
the chain too. Even like you look.
No,
like
I'm
you
gonna say a
could-
big. No, this is a little one, bro. I didn't know. This is was it stainless steel? This is silver, and I didn't realize that it changes colors because you're a dirty human being.
Oh yeah, and depending
know
on how
that?
ghetto it is, it'll leave colors on your skin.
It
Yeah.
doesn't leave. This stuff doesn't leave the colors.
That's
on your
cheap.
Skin.
If it leaves colors on your skin, that's some cheap shit.
Oh, we've all been there. Yeah, got that. Yeah, you
Yeah.
go and put your quarter in the little candy popping machine, and a necklace comes out. And you put or a ring, and you put it on. It's just your ring is your fingers just green.
It's like, what the fuck is that?
What
It's like,
have
well,
I
it looked
done?
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool. It said hustler on it, big chain.
Dude, I did want to touch on something you were talking about though,
What's that?
about medical versus recreational. Like keep them the same, everything the same. I disagree.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
So with testing with the microbes, right? I was always like, why? Who gives a shit if there's microbes? I smoke brickweed with a cocoon in it. You know, there's studies that have come out saying that too high a microbe when you're combusting it, when you're lighting it on fire, can lead to potential bacterial infections. So you can get things even like E. coli, all sorts of different random issues. So like there is potential situations there, especially if you're somebody who has like a lowered immune system. So you need it to be super, super clean. And the crazy thing is too, is even with heavy metals, with organic flour, people still run into issues there. And I still think a lot of the studies are done, a little bullshitty, but at the same time, you look at it in a sense of if you're giving it to somebody who's a medical patient, you want it to be as clean and polished as much as it can be. Versus if I'm just going to get lit, just tell me on the back, like, give me the list of the crazy stuff like there's in my food. I know I'm eating cheap poison from Walmart, but I don't really shop Walmart much. But if I go there, I know it's gonna be ghetto.
That's fair.
But I paid for it.
My argument then would be that the recreation side deserves medical grade cannabis. Then I don't
Dude, I think that's why that'll be your marketing point. That'll be your selling point. Like it's organic, it's clean, it's produced properly, it's
Right.
hand trimmed. Like, and some people are like, I don't care how much is it, $20 eights, baby. I see how you work.
Right.
You know?
And I get that.
That's
I
just-
understand there's a market for that. I could see that. Yeah, if you want to smoke heavy metals, you should be able to smoke heavy metals. I get it. It's a free
Rock
world
on,
out there. Yeah, it's a free world
You know,
out there.
like I want to jam heavy metals, smoke heavy metals. Let me do what I want, bro.
I'm a real
I mean,
boy.
There should be, with regulation, with recreational side, there should be the open side of things. Where just list what's on the testing, list the components. It should only not be able to pass testing if it has, mold and heavy bacteria count. But if it's a certain level of heavy metal or microbes, then and it's some fire smoke. Like I've seen stuff where they're like, yeah, we got to destroy this. And I'm like, it's fire. They're like, yeah, but it didn't pass testing. I'm like, oh my God, can we just drop all of it on the floor? I'll smoke it. Like, it's amazing, dude. And because testing, depending on where you're at, is so strict
Right.
that people will over dry their bud. They'll nuke it. They'll send it in when it's not properly grown just to be able to pass the testing, and then still continue to have flower that they'll sneak in through metric. Like, it's crazy. Or they'll hyper dry it so it passes testing and there's nothing in it, and then re-moisten it when it comes back into their shop. I've seen brands do that too. I ain't gonna list any names, but frankly, I just think it's a bad decision to do that. You know.
Frankly, I think you're right.
You know, I mean,
yeah.
when you're in a field like that, you should really tighten up.
You got to, yeah, you got to. And the thing is, though, is like, sure, but then the price has to match that. Then I'm not smoking heavy metals at $100 an eighth.
No, that should be the $15 packs, the cheap stuff, man. Where it's like, you know, dirt cheap bulk. Like I've seen stuff for 55 a Z where I'm like, what? That's insane. And I look at it and it's some old raggedy outdoor. But if there was somebody who's like, hey, I can put this out, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, it may not have had all the cleanliness here and here, but at the same time, you can see all of the testing and you can make the decision versus they have to destroy it. Like they literally have to go and take it to a certain regulated place to destroy the product.
Right.
So sad.
Right.
We should just brick it up and send it to
That
Texas.
could be my house.
That's
that
what
could be my house.
I know that's what I was saying too. But
I could be the place where they dispose of it. I'm okay.
You probably literally have via mom.
Yeah, right.
People backdoor their product, dude, and it'll
100%.
be fire. And you're like, man, why isn't this on the market? They're like, I tested high for microbes.
Yep.
It's like, what? Or heavy metals. Like, what?
Yeah, and of course, you know, there's patients out there that need sterile, quality, great stuff, and you understand that. So yeah, I agree with you. I think really my argument is that there shouldn't be a difference between recreational.
There should be. I
right?
think it's the problem. That's the regulation is so tough.
Yeah, as you said, if someone wants it, they should be able to get it.
Yeah. It's difficult because the regulations make it so brands who are trying to be profitable will do what they're told to pass the testing, but then their end product isn't what they dreamed of. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I think that's where it's difficult, where I don't know if you blame the grow or you blame the place, but then at the same time, I'll somehow go and find some fire at a pretty good price. I'm like, bro, like I've been through the Empire Collective, you know, Biggs Canna, other places like that. They've got some fire. It's a smaller grow and they're not trying to cater to everybody. Right. You know, and I think that, and plus they started as caregivers. That's the thing, is they scaled up. They were caregivers and they scaled up. So they kept that same style and same ethics and same mentality to bring caregiver quality. Now it's just a slight more macro, you know?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I agree. And I like to see that evolution. I like to see that evolution to someone who's going from a caregiver that understands the passion, understands the need, and then moves on to go from maybe 1, 2, 3 patients to 5, 10, 15 to hundreds to thousands, right? I want to see that progression.
Well, and like I'm always trying to tell everybody to grow their own. I remember back when I was still doing the young trap thing, and I'd tell people, I'm like, dude, I'll just give you a clone. Like, you should grow. You don't even hit me up for enough to make it worth it. It's just sketchy, too much traffic to my house. So I'll get you a clone. I'll teach you how to do it, and you could get it going too. It'd be great. And like, I shit you not, ended up killing my own business. But it got to the point where, you know, I'd rather see more people growing their own, but there's a lot of people who didn't want to do it. They do it once or twice, not have good results, and be like, that's it. So like those of us who are here and watch all the shows online that are related to herb and study this stuff, we're different. So it's like we're in an echo chamber. It's like everyone home growers. It's like, no, I wish, but majority of people. I mean, we've been from here to California and to like popular consumer and grower events, and they look at regular little tent home growers like we're somebody like big, and like, man, you guys are the dudes, and like, oh shit. Yeah, we just grow ourselves. It'd be like if you're bringing like homemade jerky that you like hunted to get the beef and did everything to make it happen. They'd be like, holy shit, dude, you got to try my buddy jerky. You know, it's a comparable kind of thing. I think that we're a small group of people and we forget it sometimes.
I totally agree. Yeah, I totally agree. We're no different than shiners, bro. People who are doing moonshine, right? It's like
Shoe shine. Oh yeah,
shoot. Well, there's not many people doing that either, unless you're at
yeah.
airport.
Not a
in
bunch of
Vegas.
people. No, it's a little awkward,
Yeah,
but it's like
it's,
I think that's
it's
the
very
true thing.
similar. It's like there's very few
Somebody would
people.
shine, dude. You can get your shoe shine in Vegas for sure. Those ones
They're suede. I don't know if you can.
are they?
Why this part?
Oh, they look
is.
like they're shimmering from here.
Well, yeah.
Are you touching the inside of the shoe? Like that's where they're gonna be. I was like, what are you doing over here?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, man, they can't
You
rub
can't
the
clean these.
inside. So
You
no,
can't
I can't do it.
Who? There's that YouTuber, bro. There's a YouTuber, that shoe guy. You ever seen?
see-through on the bottom too?
Oh no! Oh no! They're onto me. What's happening?
Those are double.
Those are fun. These
These
are
are like
straight,
incognito ones. You
Yeah,
can
the-
blend in.
yeah. Fuck, these are straight out
If you were
of
ever to,
Back
like,
to the Future, bro.
If you ever do attack somebody, as long as your bottom of your foot's up, you fucking blend in.
Just hide behind it, bro.
Yeah. Hey, Scrugger.
Yo, what's up, more? Good to see you over there.
I think
Norman
that's the key
Scrugger.
thing, man.
You
Is
handsome
like
devil.
bouncing back to what I was saying though. Is people don't give a shit. You know, as much as I think everybody has ethics, it's just those who I surround myself with. But then
It's
when I
not-
really get out there, I'm like,
You-
nah, man. We had homeboy. I think he was in your chat or somebody's chat saying copy was the best genetics. I'm like, are you trolling?
Copycat? Who said that?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, but people don't care, dude. People
And
don't
not
give
only
a
that, but
fuck.
they don't know, bro. They
You
don't
know when they do know, like when I make a video,
Or
and
sure
it's
they
like,
do.
I don't give a fuck.
Sure they do.
Genetics
yeah,
are
right.
still
I
fighting.
know. That's when I did the B league.
Or like,
bro.
oh,
The
boy
B
beat
league.
his woman,
I don't care.
but his
It's all about
female
the
genetics are dank.
Yeah, there's so many
And
comments.
what did she say?
I'm so thankful when somebody was like, "There's a lot of sympathizers in this comment section." I was like, "Bro, isn't there? I thought there was a lot myself." I'm glad somebody's calling that out.
Was tripping about it for a minute, you know, like, hey,
Yeah,
that's
bro.
weird.
Yeah,
Seems
but
like a lot of
I
people
honestly believe too that like in the same way that I'm drinking a Miller Lite, right? I don't drink beer because it's beer. I drink beer because it's it's alcohol in the vein, really. You know,
Well,
Whereas,
you weren't
like,
one of those people blowing up Bud Lights in the backyard either, you know.
No, not necessarily. No,
He's like, nah, it wasn't.
no,
I didn't go buy a bunch of beer to destroy it and like, yeah,
No.
screw you, company.
No, it was not. And so it's like it's the same way you and I have had this conversation about people with weed. It's like when I talk about the fact that, I love skunky, nasty, armpity, footy, just roll it in BO and smash it in my face. It's like, oh. And then there's other people that are like, no, that's fucking gross. And I would
Yeah,
never
yeah.
smoke anything like that. So GMO is out. GMO's out, right? They don't want that.
GM, no.
Whereas like GM, no. Whereas I'm like
Yeah.
GM, yeah.
GM, go, bro.
GM, go, bro. Yeah,
Bro.
man. Yeah. So it's like, people want to get that weed that has no flavor, no taste. Believe it or not, I went and
And
saw.
it just looks pretty.
Yeah. I went and saw Toba Grown today. You know that, Jesse. He showed me this here. He gave me this joint to smoke.
Jesse's grow.
Totally, Jesse's Grow. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
Yeah,
That's good.
you like that? I wrote
You,
that.
sir, can get a producer. Now you can get weed.
I can't motherfucking THC.
You can get weed. Yo, what's up, Matt? That's my local
Damn, we
gangster
got the
right
boys
there.
in the chat. We got the growers
Boys.
gauntlet just pulling up.
Boys are back in town. Yeah, it's good to see you guys. But it's like I tried this distillate infused keef rolled. Bro, it was gross. Yeah, it was gross. I didn't like it at all. Nasty. And then I was like, immediately I was like, ew, this is like potpourri in my mouth, bro. And it was like
Oh, man.
it was so unnatural. Whereas like it didn't taste like weed, bro. I didn't like it at all, man. And I was like, that's a no-go for me. That's a no-go for me. Did it get me high?
Damn, that's the homie
Sure.
too.
Sure. Well, he handed me. It was just he has so much weed, bro. He gets so much from different producers and stuff.
Well, yeah, he's doing it for a
not
different
his.
reason. He's
It's
doing
not
it
his
to
stuff.
raise funds for a
It's
cause.
charity.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
Like, yeah.
Yep.
So I'm not, and like, there's a company here in Michigan, Redemption Canna. Worst weed in Michigan, but
you support-
great company.
Yeah, support the
Great
cause,
company,
bro.
man. They do great stuff, but they work with whoever will give them a good margin,
Damn.
and it's just, yeah, it sucks, man.
Yeah. It is unfortunate. The stuff that he's excited about, though, he actually hooked me up with some, and it was actually the second stuff was actually really good. I told him, I was like, the first stuff was like, the second stuff you gave me though, that shit slapped. That shit slapped, and the high was
Slapping
decent
like
too.
butt cheeks. I like that.
Yeah, it was really good. So I've got a little bit of something. I believe it was Safari Punch. Shout out to Safari Flower Co. They're the company that Jesse's working with. And like I said, it was pretty. Jesse's Grow. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. Yo, huge shout
Cool
out.
though, man. I like to see that he made a lot of traction from when we first talked to him, and it was just kind of an idea coming to life to now it's like this whole machine that he's kind of got the ball rolling with. That's going to be bigger than him.
I totally agree.
know?
Yep, I totally agree. That's sweet, bro.
That's cool.
Let's pivot a little bit, bro. Let's talk the
Let's do
Growers Gauntlet, man. Growers
What is
Gauntlet,
that?
bro.
It's not all about.
What is that, man? So it's like,
Fuck if I know.
bro, right now we've got, you and I have said that this is probably 2024 is probably going to be like the craziest year for community gardening content, community involvement
This looks better.
content. I don't mind this. You know, I actually looked up that show. What's that show you told me? You're like, hey, you look like that Coast to Coast Ghost Coast.
Space Coast Coast to Coast.
That's German, but that's almost what I said.
And it looks better when I'm looking at my wall. I'm like, what up, dog? Otherwise, it looks like I'm looking at Miss P like she's not doing right, and she's doing great.
She's not doing right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it looks like I'm like, what are you?
It's
What are
like,
you
hey,
doing?
hey, quit looking at my wife. I'm over here.
I know. So I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Anyways,
I like
continue,
this.
sir.
I did watch that. I did check in on that show, and I totally agree with you. I enjoyed my show vibe more after I looked at that show, and I was like, bro, are you fucking kidding me? This is like a fucking 70s,
like, I did
80s
this?
thing. Yeah, I'm bringing this stuff back. So welcome Space
Yeah.
Coast to Ghost to Ghost Coast. So this is an episode.
Now I'm
of
gonna look at you like, yeah, I want to see the reaction. That's good. Yeah,
Good. So Gauntlet, bro. Growersgauntlet.com.
Growers fucking Gauntlet, best home
The
grower around. We're gonna see.
biggest growing event in the game, and bro,
so
I'm
Team
so
Rob
excited,
is coming
man.
through and winning the
Okay,
Growers
can you
Gauntlet.
mute him? Fuck, this is my show.
So here's basically how it goes down. Okay, we got 6 teams. These 6 teams have picked 3 genetics that they like. You could pick one or all the genetics, right? Then you represent that team, Team Rob. So when you represent Team Rob, you're gonna be in the gauntlet now, right? Or whoever else, if you're that kind of person. But when you pick
I get
Team
to
Rob,
edit this, eh?
you're going to make your way into the Growers Gauntlet, and that's where you're going to be documenting your growth from beginning to end. The end is going to be August 1st, and the winner is going to be the champion of the Growers Gauntlet. We got AC Infinity. Look at you guys. We got AC Infinity. We got Growers House. We got Seedsman, and of course Stash Blend involved as sponsors. It's going to be pretty cool. Winner's going to be going out to Humboldt County, California, to tour the Humboldt County or Humboldt Seed Co. grow way out there in Eureka.
Eureka.
I don't even know how to say the name. Eureka. And it's going to be a fun time. Runner up and third place will get a bunch of prizes from AC Infinity, Growers House, and some from Seedsman, and of course your boys from Stash Blend. But yeah, man, it's going to be pretty cool. Trying to get back to the community, and I love it. It's going to be a great
So you
time.
only have to grow one genetic. You pick a team.
If you
there's
want one
3
chance.
genetics. Yeah, you 3 chances, 3 genetics. You're not wrong. Yep, not wrong. Hashtag Team Pigeons. If you want to grow one, essentially you show off one. You grow 3. You have 3 opportunities to show off 3 different genetics. And it seems like a no-brainer to go with 3 myself. But
3 from Team Robin. I think it's going to be a really good idea to be able to
I'm
make
gonna
sure
have
that
fun
you
on this
have.
edit tomorrow. I am. This is gonna be fun.
Voiceover
It's gonna be my voice that comes over you. Every
He's going to
time.
put
I'm telling
Team
you.
Pigeons.
Yep, it's gonna be my voice over you every single time.
No, but it's going to be great, man. We've got everybody picked really fire genetics, and then I'm like, shit, I should have picked that one. And then, oh man, Matt picked all of the prettiest ones. He's got all the like the lookers,
definitely
man,
gonna be
the
someone from
exotic
Team
genetics
Matt.
ones too. I'm like,
I know,
you
I
son
saw
of a
that.
bitch.
I know.
we got a question.
So yeah, basically, it's pick what you want to grow, but think about what you want to be able to grow and what you've maybe possibly grown in the past. You don't necessarily have to get them from Seedsman, but if you do, once you pick your team, you get a 15% discount code, and it's pretty cool, man. We're gonna be doing this. It's the first one. Maybe there'll be more.
There'll be more.
Once you get into Discord, there's a whole how-to on everything you got to do. You can just go to growersgauntlet.com, figure it out. But yeah, man,
Yeah.
it's pretty cool.
So-
It's been a lot of effort, but I think we're gonna be having a good time soon.
We're definitely
One
gonna
day.
have fun. Definitely
Well,
gonna have fun.
eventually, yeah.
Oki's asking how it's gonna be judged, and I'll be straight with you. Like as a content creator, I'm looking for like the plant itself doesn't have to be the sexiest looking, but I want to see how you capture the story, the essence of the plant. It's really gonna come down to how all we have to judge on it is how you present it, right? So. Yeah, we're leaving it up to you to kind of, you've got different styles. You've got styles like myself. You've got styles like Rob. You got styles like Neil and Heaven. You've got styles like
They're not in
Matt.
it. But
No.
if
I mean
you-
like Matt.
But if you do
in terms of
Scrogger
their
style, it's
documentary
cheating
style.
because he has a fucking
Oh, that too.
school.
Oh, that too.
Okay.
Okay, well that
So
too.
down with Team Scrogger. I'm putting it. I saw some in the chat, and I saw Scrogger lingering around here, brother. You're going down.
He's going down. Oh, he's going down. And then let's
I'm putting
just
it
say,
out there.
what do you think? Community boxing match after or what?
It might have to. Oh, he's
We
too
might-
damn tall.
Yeah.
He's too tall.
He's pretty big.
There's
Yeah,
something about height with
I'll
weight
admit-
classes that should be considered.
He would definitely fight for me.
He's too tall.
He's too tall. You just
It didn't
hit him
work.
in the-
It'll tuck
just
you. If I could
below
come
the
in and tuck
belt
you in
every
like a-
time.
yeah,
Below the
so-
belt every time.
Community boxing match game afterwards. Okay, undisputed. And that's what we're
Yeah.
gonna make this happen. Okay.
Yeah,
Video
undisputed.
game.
I'm in. Yeah, in Vigi games. In Vigi games.
No, I
That's a
think,
great
like,
idea.
When you look though at the competition, what's nice is everybody does have their own taste and their own style. So like you don't necessarily have to be on the team as your favorite content creator, which we all of course are honored. But it really boils down to having, the genetics that you want to grow. The ones I picked are gassier ones with a funky GMO-y dankness to it. And that's what I like to smoke. Everybody else kind of pick things that they're into and that they're either growing right now or they've grown in the past or flavors they're into. So it's like kind of pick the team based on that and what you think's going to do the best for you.
That's
and then
that's
if-
really good advice.
Yeah,
Right.
I was going to say, it's not like you have to just do one of those three genetics too. If you see three and you're like, man, there's one that I know this is like my dark horse. It may be the killer, but then these other two, I got this. You know what I'm saying? I'd go with all three personally.
Yep.
There's a lot of questions. Do you want me to
Yep.
roll again?
Ms. B says, when's the gauntlet start? I would recommend for all the details in regards to the Growers Gauntlet, go to growersgauntlet.com. Growersgauntlet.com. That'll give you the details, the dates. Like you want to start planting, you
know
want to have them
everything.
planted before April 20th, correct?
Yeah. By April 20th is the pretty much the last day. You can start popping them now, but basically we're going to start looking at everything being documented from 420 until the 1st of August. And then
So,
I'm
yeah.
setting up, every time people post something, I'm just setting up threads. They can do it themselves, but I'm doing it.
Yeah,
You're
fuck yeah, bro. Fuck yeah. So, anyways, I wanted to mention that because that's like one of the biggest things we got going on right now in our space,
Yeah.
if you will. So it's like, yeah, I'm so stoked, bro.
Dude, there's
Not
a lot
only-
of shit going on because, like, simultaneously you've got Lords of Lemons,
Yep.
which is very
Yep, I was
specific to
gonna get into
lemon
that.
kind of terps.
Mhm.
I've heard there's another thing brewing up, which I can't leak too much information on, but some real
Nope,
cool
not
things
yet.
going there. We got there was another. I think Grower Joe is doing something with premium cultivars too. So
Mm.
there's a variety of different ones, and I think that's like if you're into anything competition, this is a friendly, good grow competition, but they can be lucrative. You end up getting something out of it, and then again, you're an award-winning home grower. And I know if you're trying to go to the next level, whether it be a content creator or commercial side, take it to the next level. That's a definitely good
Great.
thing on your resume to be like, yo, I'm champ out here, baby. Or if you go like Untrained Astronaut, you're doing that and Dude Grows Cup. Your balls are huge, son.
Huge, man.
Huge.
Yeah, this is gonna be one of the biggest
You know?
years in the grower space. Because I'll be honest with you, the consumption space has been doing this for a very long time. In regards to getting together, having competitions, having cups, if you will. And we haven't done that. We haven't really done anything in the
Yeah, they're all
growers
just paid for and bought by
side of things.
corporations.
100%. I totally agree. Yep. I
Mhm.
100% agree. And that's why I believe in the Dude Grows Cup. That's why I believe in the Dude Grows Cup, because I believe that's one of the few, and I say this as probably one of the most ignorant individuals. I believe that's one of the I believe that's one of the
I don't know
few.
anything. But
I don't know
listen,
anything. Yeah, but preface that with facts. I just believe that it's for the growers, by the growers, and that's what's missing is the for the growers, by the growers.
I almost called it FUBU. I was thinking for us, by us.
Right.
because that's what it is. But there was some fucking there to get a website. And
I'm really glad you said that out loud, FUBU, for us by us, because you say it sometimes. I had no idea what you meant. I'm like, what the? I know it's something that we've talked about. I know it's something FUBU, but I'm not 100%.
FUBU is for us by us. That's where, like, when I was a kid, I was wearing a FUBU outfit, and somebody's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I was like, "What do you mean?"
Oh, it was a brand too?
That's a brand.
Yeah, you don't remember FUBU?
Oh, we had FUBU. Mrs. P says we had FUBU. No, I'm a FIFA.
Oh, of course. If you had Fila and Reebok, you had FUBU.
We had FUBU.
Okay.
And yeah,
I said
we're not
FIFA.
supposed to rock it. I guess I found out the
Oh.
hard way. So,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. We had FUFU.
Damon Johns. You know, that was Damon
FUBU?
Johns' company, dude from Shark Tank.
Okay. Okay. Dude from Shark Tank. Okay. Yeah. Kevin O'Leary. I know him.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's funny, man. That's crazy. So, okay. So, for the sake of YouTube reasons, because I've actually honed into why they're age restricting me.
Because of me. Now you
nope.
brought me on. You messed up, dog.
No, but close. It would be if I highlight exactly what you're doing right now. But
No, I'm not. I'm just.
I'm just.
Dog.
I know he's peeing in a bottle. YouTube, leave him alone.
Do
he's
it,
fucking.
man.
He's
That's it.
masturbating. Leave him alone. Heaven
Just
forbid.
chill. That's all I'm doing.
That's not gonna
Because like Jesus. So you and I were talking behind closed doors, because actually you and I hang out a lot, perhaps too much.
You know.
It's been said.
Yeah.
And
I kind of wanted to cancel this and play Call of Duty tonight, or preferably Rainbow Six. Like I was gonna say, I can't make it. And then be like, bro, but you want to play a video game?
Wednesdays we play some video games. We've been known to play a couple video games together, bro. You and I were having a conversation in regards to, and I want to beat around the bush, because
Cheers.
this actual conversation, cheers, will actually is what'll get us age restricted. So I really want to be careful on this one.
This won't. Right
No,
on.
the
I was
alcohol.
cheersing, and what
No,
you just grabbed,
cheers.
that's
Yeah,
fine.
no problem at all.
Yeah,
but
but
the consumption aspect of things, I'm going to refer to it as a water pipe, because I think that'll get me cleared.
And I can't say the other part either.
No.
Both sides of the things you want to
Both
talk about can't say.
So right here I have a volcano, and the volcano is a dry herb. Insert word that you can't say.
Non-combustible unit.
Non-combustible unit. Okay, let's work with that. Let's do that.
Let's do that. Let's run with that shit.
Let's run with that. So, I'll be honest with you, and I got called out in the last episode for this because I'm a hypocrite and I'm a simp, but whatever it is. Actually, I'm pretty sure I can get banned for that word. Simp is
You
a
can't say it
bannable
anymore
word
either,
now.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Damn it! I was doing so good.
You were on fire. You just throw it all out there now.
And so I got called out in the last episode because I was saying how my use of the water pipe is actually become
For tobacco.
tobacco,
bad.
of course, is bad, and you know it's become a weight on my shoulders over the last like couple months in regards to trying to be as healthy as I can when consuming my medication or this plant or product, however you want to continue. And I'm a strong believer, because my doctors have also been trying to tell me that, you know, because I've been using the water pipe so often, that it's gonna be I've been hitting it, bro. It's gonna be bad for my lungs, maybe my health too. Maybe, what do you think? Been hitting the pipe. You know what I'm saying?
I was just like,
Dark alleyways
you
at
lined
night.
me up. You lined me up.
Can you light me up? No. So
I think, like,
I've been looking for alternatives. because
I was
clearly
gonna say, I know what you're
it's
getting
harsh.
to, and I'm
Yeah,
worried
it's
about
harsh.
even saying the brand name, dude.
No, well, go ahead. Yeah, the brand
You're
name should be
riding
okay.
the fine line.
Yeah, fine line, very fine line. There's healthier ways to do it, and it's by using non-combustible units. Is that correct?
A non-combustible Vana is the name of the brand. Insert the beginning
Non-combustible
part.
Vana. You're right. You're right. Non-combustible Vana.
Because you can't even say the beginning
You
part
can't.
of the
I
brand.
can't say anything, and we know this because we watch a show called
So,
From the Stash.
This is a stethoscope.
Oh my God!
It's
That's
a
penis
stethoscope.
enlarger.
It's a stethoscope. So
Yep.
essentially, this device is something he's talking about. You got to make sure you tune into his live streams to see it more in detail. But
Yeah.
something
yeah.
I'm changing off. Like
Non-combustible nation.
non-combustible nation, way too many cigars for me. Way too many cigars, dude. To the point where it's like when we were in Vegas last time and I counted 60. And that was just the 2 boxes that Chris brought. Because remember, I also brought 15 and I came home with 1 pack. You know what I'm saying? So that's 74 cigars in a 4-day period. And you had a bong. A water pipe.
I had a water pipe.
Water pipe.
Jesus.
And the issue with the water pipe was I was like, I want my cigar. You know what I'm saying? So I was pounding them back. And then looking back, I'm like, wow, that's an insane amount. And then people ask me how many I have, and it used to sound kind of cool. It's like, no, I smoke 8 in a day. And now as I'm 32, 33, I'm like,
that's not responsible.
That's not good. And then the price has gone up.
Now.
Like they're $1.49 or $1.89 or $1.29. It's some sort of 9. And it's just like to the point where it's way too much, man. And yeah, I can't do it anymore. So now it's like with the non-combustible side of things, I'm not normally into it as much, but I got a little handheld piece from Planet of the Non-Combustibles, and I've got one from Non-Combustible Vana. And
mine's on the way. Mine's on the way too.
Vana. And it fits on a water piece. Yes, on a water pipe. Very nice. With this other, this is for cooking eggs or whatever kind of things you want there.
Yeah.
Or you could use it for a water pipe. And the cool part about it is I'm normally not about that kind of thing, but it actually pulls. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, bro.
That was the thing I was surprised about.
I'm gonna give a shout out to my uncle, and he might actually be watching. Shout out to you. Shout out
to him. You were telling me, and I'm like, no way. What?
Yep. He's been adamant over the course of, man, I'm gonna say a year and a bit that I need to try out this new technology when it comes to this non-combustible units. And I've been skeptical because I've been using these for so many years, and it's so effective.
The water pipes for tobacco.
Yeah, I've been using the pipe, and so my biggest argument is that I've always argued that this delivery method is the best. It's like, you know what I mean? Like what I mean. I know you know what I mean,
man. Like, yeah, right. There's no question. Like,
and when I tried, he came over. Or he was at my father-in-law's yesterday. It's yesterday, and he said, "Try this," and so I did, and holy man, I was higher.
I'm saying it's a different. If it wasn't for us being on this kid-friendly, family-friendly show, PB Herman style.
It's definitely kid friendly. It has to be.
Clearly.
Because YouTube is our parents. Is the parent.
Exactly. And I would totally be ripping this thing because it's my in-betweener.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's making it so I'm spacing them out so much more. And dude, a heavy-eyed, giggle, goofy baked. Like, that's why I came in here a little bit goofy. Because I was power ripping watching your show.
Yeah.
And it's like, there's a difference between the application, of course, doing it, but then the terpene difference. If you hit it, I'm still learning my temperatures.
Terpenes,
you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
But then you still get a full cloudy rip.
Boom! Kick in the face, bro.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Quite frankly, I was quite amazed. At how damn high I got, and not only because vaporizer, non-combustible units.
You're done. You're done.
Are for years
cancel
have been cancel it. Just shut her D.
Shut her D.
Have been pathetic. It's like
producer.
My buddies are like, here, try this. You're just gonna love it. And it's like, man, I swear I've sniffed herb and I've got higher off of some of these.
Yeah, dude. Well, plus you're like, tastes good.
Yeah, I saw something.
It's cold outside. You're like,
I know how science works, and there should be something coming out.
I know, man. Like, it's crazy, dude.
So
I told you that when I got this, I was like, bro, you of all people are gonna appreciate this because it still is that.
It is
same thing.
It really is.
I'm shocked. Honestly, I'm shocked.
Yep. I'm very shocked.
Shout out to Troy and Jerry, man. Shout out to Troy and Jerry. They know what they're talking about. Them boys, they have buses. I can't say the word, but I almost did.
That was pretty close.
Almost did.
No,
but those boys non-combustible a lot.
It's non-combustible
non-combust.
420
Those
zone.
boys
right?
non-combust all the time.
They do non-combust. It's non-combust 420 zone, right?
Yeah, non-combust for no, it's Troy and Jerry show.
Oh, Troy and Jerry show. We can just say that.
But then you got 420 non-combustible zone, which is Troy's separate brand.
Okay, that's what the one I was saying. 420
Yeah,
non-combustible zone. Okay, all right. God, that's so easy to say. It just rolls off the tongue. You know, I'm glad that's something we're going with. You know,
That's the worst.
it's not bad at all. Yeah, no, man. I've been experimenting with this show. The last couple that I did, I decided I was gonna age restrict myself. So I was like, no worries, bro. There's 40 people that tuned into the live stream. I was like,
14?
40. Well,
40 still all right. 40 cool people.
Well, yes,
You know?
yes, it was. And
I don't
in
like going live
fairness,
at all. So 40 people,
It was
I'm like,
it was a bit lower than that at times for a lot of it. But when I non-age restricted it and I don't have restrictable content, it's a lot different.
That is
So
true.
it's like,
if it wasn't for me staring at my wall, I would have probably a little anxiety because I don't love being live. The chat's all going crazy.
he's totally
I'm
looking,
looking at you,
because I remember
In
my
my-
top buds, I was gonna take a picture of your face and I was gonna tape it. I was gonna tape it to the wall.
I've got a little fucking sign here that says "success with a tree and roots," and I'm just really
Hardcore
eyeballing
stare
that
at
right
it.
there. So.
Yeah, well, that's the life of a professional.
You know, it's good though. It's good.
Do you think you'll ever switch to the non-combustible units, like fully?
Full time, maybe one day. This is my definite vice, and it's like I like to smoke. That's the tough part, man. I like to smoke, and then
Yeah.
I'll get almost too faded from that if I just am smoking
You're
like
not
I do
wrong.
now. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like
Yep.
I won't be able to get anything done. I'll just be laughing and goofing off and be like, "What was I doing? Eating." Which is cool, but like I can't always do that. As we're like the young Blenskis are all the time. Like that's constantly. I think there's a big difference too, is like routine. And then I supplemented quitting smoking cigarettes with cigars, we'll say.
Right.
And it didn't help me in terms of like not having this. Like I still have tobacco in my life, you know, but not nearly as much as like a pack of smokes, because I was going through like 2 packs a day. So this still isn't great. But,
Yeah, I get-
don't know.
No, I get the idea. I get the idea of a vice. I totally do, because yeah, I quit smoking really hard drugs, and relied on
Things work better.
relied on this, right? Relied on this. So it's like you transition, and it's like I don't mind. Could you ever see yourself not consuming?
Yeah. No.
Yeah, no.
I don't even know, man. Like that's no.
No?
I'm not going to like Saudi Arabia ever for any fight ever, because the law because you can't smoke for shit. And I'm like,
Yeah, you're not gonna Brittany
That's
Griner that
like-
shit to Russia.
nah. Like I will anywhere else.
Yeah, I'll
Besides
just not
that, so
go.
it's like, yeah, man.
Yeah,
no.
I'll just not go. That's exactly what I said. I was talking to
Like
somebody
this
about
is
that.
so much a part of our life, dude. Like we'd be phonies.
Yeah. Phonies? Well,
I looked over at our producer to make sure that's okay. We can say that.
yeah.
Phonies.
She says yeah. She just said yeah.
Yeah.
She don't think she actually.
We'd look
answered
like
you. She can
phonies.
hear you through the headphones. Yeah. No. Well, I wouldn't say phonies. No, I wouldn't say phonies. Like if you quit, I don't know what on earth I'd quit for, but I'm just thinking like if you quit, you just have to be honest. It'd be a phony if I continued. Like I know what I mean.
Yeah,
I
you
just
can quit making
continued
your
doing the
stuff, but you wouldn't be like, all right, we're
Never
gonna do
mention it.
who to the
Who-
chat. You'd be like, cool. I'm gonna
Yeah.
take a drink. Or I'm
We're
gonna
gonna change the
you
scene
see those
now.
little sticks? Those little like they're like just a little stick to flavor, and you're like, and there's nothing that comes out of it, and all the influencers are selling it on the internet. They're like, it's sponsored by Muse or something, or
Oh, I haven't
Fuss.
seen it yet.
and it's just a stick with like this got this flavor and this flavor, and they're like, and it's like, what the fuck? You're just sucking on some little stick with flavor in it for $90. That's what
Yeah.
we'd be doing.
It's just terps or what? It's just flavor? No
I
smoke?
guess like cotton candy, butterfly terps, and
Oh my
That
god!
would be
you
us.
just- no, nothing. It's just a flavor.
yeah, that would be us, man.
Wow, is that
We
what
would
the
be
future
sucking on
is?
some little flavor stick. You know, I don't know, man. This is definitely my life. I've been so heavily engulfed in this whole everything since I was like 11, man. Like since I first stumbled on herb, and it's just I've been obsessed, like weirdly, always, constantly between like the culture,
I get it. I
the
totally
music, everything. Like anytime there's somebody who like, oh yeah, I got baked the other day. I'm like, you smoke? You know what I'm saying? Like just even still to this day, as it's legal, I'm still like, whoa, wait, hold on. As soon as you said that Mrs. P's uncle tokes, I'm like, what?
Yeah. Oh, he's one. He's a heady. Yeah, he's a heady.
Yeah, like I was geeked up. I'm like, shut the fuck up. We gotta kick it with him. Like totally changed my whole like.
Oh, we totally would. Oh yeah, 100%. You guys are coming out here this year.
Yeah, so it's like I definitely want to consume just because it's like, whoa, he smokes too. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
You know, I think.
Oh, you should see. You should see my father-in-law's edible stash that he has. Yeah, and he vapes a little bit. Oh my god,
sound like that? Okay.
He has a little bit before bed from time to time. I don't like outing people. You know what I mean? Like it's just like.
That's my thing too. People who don't put it out there, I'm not trying to.
Yeah.
You know, but if they're like, yo, like my ex's uncle, or like married in uncle, one day at a party was like, Robin, and I was like, you smoke, Brad? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, what? And he had this little shitty metal pipe, and I'm like, brother. Like, and I pulled out my shit. I'm like, I got you, fam. And he was like, whoa. And it was just such a bonding moment where I'm like, dude, you're the shit. And every time I see him, we just kind of nod. I'm like, what up?
Yeah.
What up?
It's
Before
bond,
that, it was kind
bro.
of just awkward. Like,
yeah,
it's a bonding.
You're both
moment.
high as a kite. You're both high as a kite.
Yeah, I know. We
nodding,
come back like cousin
high
style.
separately.
Like,
yeah. What are you doing? Going for a walk? Yeah, me too. I'll see you in 5. I'll be back. I know, it's so cool, but
great,
I
man.
love it. I love it when you find out that like there's other smokers, especially in a group where it's like, bro, come with me then. Come with me.
It's like, dude, I've been sneaking this pen or this bud, and I got blunts rolled. I didn't know. I had no idea. Like,
let's hit it. Yeah. I love that.
I love that. It's a bonding thing. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't ever see myself quitting. Like, it's. I love it, dude.
Yeah,
I saw it. Like, there's nothing about me that like I don't know.
I saw a picture on your Insties. Your boy's getting into some martial arts.
Well, Taekwondo. Yeah, I forgot how much I hated it because, like, the pressure he has. I'm like, oh shit, that's right. I'm learning Korean. I only know the basic shit to get through to my fucking blue belt. Yep. And I was like, this shit, it's so useless. It's so useless.
Yep.
You have to do these forms, like they're these like what you'd see some karate dude just do, like, like just to do this routine.
Yep.
Well, it's just like a walkthrough with each side. And then as you get through, you have to know the fucking Korean to say with it. And then my kid's like, he's asking me, and I'm like, oh, damn, PTSD, that's right. I only just say stuff to the white belt kids when I go and help teach. Like, I don't know. All right, we're back to this. Now we need to go to the jiu-jitsu, kid. Yeah. So I'm hoping we're going again tomorrow, and he likes it so far, which is great.
So it's Taekwondo?
Yeah.
Taekwondo to start?
That's more like striking. It's an Olympic sport, too. It's pretty cool, but it's all like striking and kicking and punching.
How old is he?
But for kids, he's 8. So like 8. For kids, they're not like kicking and punching each other at all. No. You know, like
not yet. Not yet. No, not yet. No, it's
about 8.5.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's no headgear, brother.
Well, yeah, no, that's the perfect age, man. Start getting them introduced into stuff and get them into sports. And then you and I have talked about this, and especially having sports that you're interested in, man. It's like,
dude, we tried basketball.
Bond,
he was like,
man.
Yeah, every sport, the other ones he tried, I was like, brother, those sports suck. I agree. Like, I just wanted to try them for you, you know? And he was like, what about what you do? I was like, jiu-jitsu or taekwondo? No boxing. It's not an option.
Yeah, yeah.
And he was like, first I'll do taekwondo, then jiu-jitsu. I was like, huh? Really?
Yeah.
Like your dad?
That's so dope, bro.
Yeah, it's cool,
man,
dude.
You're going to, like we were just talking about, like meeting people, bro. With your kids doing sports, this is where you're going to meet other dads, and like it's forced. You don't have a choice, bro. You don't have a choice. These things happen. Yep. And moms, unfortunately. Not unfortunately, I just mean you have to.
I'd rather bro down with the moms. The dads don't show up for the kids, and the moms seem like they're about it. And
Yep,
I'm like, all right.
That doesn't change.
They're tough older moms and shit. Like,
Typically, it's because dad's working, and then mom's
but mom's working too.
Yeah, with the kids though. That's why you
Mom's
see
just
them.
fucking.
That's why you see them more. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like, so you're gonna end up making a lot of friends, and or not necessarily a lot of friends. I just mean you're gonna be like put in these situations where you're gonna have to like make relationships that where you didn't expect, and it's gonna be fun.
Like people.
I know, me neither. So, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun though, because you're gonna be caught off guard, and you're gonna be high, which makes it more fun. And then, not to mention, you're gonna be even higher because you're in a place that you're not supposed to be high. So that adrenaline's rushing. I always know when I'm at my boys' hockey game, because you say like we're in weed. You know what I mean? Like we're in it. Like
dude,
my boy, we had a hockey tournament. We had a hockey tournament this weekend, and my boy's coach was like, "Can you drive me to the pharmacy?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." Hops in the truck. What's the first thing he says? It smells like weed in here. I was like, what? I was like,
did you bring weed with you?
That's the first thing I said. I was like, what? Me? I was like, here? I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. I don't never see. He knows damn right, but he doesn't smoke. Me? I was like, what? And
I never.
Excuse me. You brought it with you. How could you?
That's you,
sir. It's like you're in it, and so it's like the conversation is just gonna happen, and it's just like when you're at a family reunion, and all of a sudden you find another dad that does it, but then. Not only does it, but then like brings it with him to the hockey practice. Yeah,
that will be like, cool. Yeah. I'm like,
bro, you're sneaking out for hoots right now too. You can't go 60 minutes without a hoot either, bro.
He's like, no, I've got my fucking one hitter packed. I got a blunt rolled. Let's go, doke.
Yeah. That's
I can't
that's
wait
bonding.
for that.
That's dad bonding. And if anyone thinks that that's inappropriate, you got another thing coming. Because the more that
you're not a fucking dad, brother.
You're not a dad, brother. You don't understand, bro. You don't understand. Nope.
Chill out, mom.
Yeah. Chill out, mom.
Go settle down.
Oh, you're getting hard to moms too. Like you will be. But yeah, it's so much fun. Kids sports are fun because like it forces you to like branch out.
Yeah, I played kids sports, but my dad wasn't there. Sob story. My mama was. She was cool, and she'd always come there and she stunk like weed. Like a joint. I'm like, God damn it, Mom. It was so embarrassing. Even though like I didn't smoke then, and once I started smoking, I was like, all right. And then both of us would smell like weed. And like there's just would become issues, And then when I was just there the other day for my kids stuff, I was super baked, and I forgot in Taekwondo, you call the coach master, and for me, I was like,
oh right.
And and I was like, Coach Brad. He's like, master. I was like, oh, sorry, master. And no one found it funny. At all whatsoever.
They laughed on the inside.
I was faded. I laughed at myself like and wasn't good.
Oh man, you're like I hang out with my friends online too much.
So flat.
I hang out online with friends too much who laugh at my jokes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't think people like me yet. I know that. That's why we're friends.
Yeah, I would have been there. I would have grabbed you on the shoulder. I was like, bro, this was not the place for this. This was not the place for this. But I can appreciate your humor, man.
Yeah,
I'll pat you on that.
Let's go smoke in the car.
Let's smoke in the car. Oh fuck. Yeah.
I forgot I had to call him fucking master because when I go into train, I call him Brad. But when it's the kids' class, I'm like,
yeah,
Master Brad. And he didn't. He didn't fucking like it.
What a guy! What a guy!
So his humor didn't hit everywhere.
I always smell like weed because pretty much my non-combustible device sits right in my chest pocket of my jacket. Sure. So I'll pop down and go outside because thankfully I can like start it heating it up before I go outside, have it ready to go. And it's like chuffing in there all on its own, and then I go outside. I hit it like 3 times.
Why it stinks? Because it's already just cooking
it's still chuffing. It's not even done because I'm cooked like 2 or 3 in, like I can watch the battery just depleting as every take. And then,
it's not combustible. That's so stinking here.
It doesn't stink. You can't smell anything.
It's non-combustible.
This is you. That's what I'm saying. I put it in. It's literally smoking out of the mouth.
This is you, dude.
This is you. Do you have any Visine?
It's not me, bro.
It's not me. Bro, your jacket's on fire.
Oh shit.
Oh, 240, bro.
That's where it's like it's tough with that portion because people are like, "What do you do?" And I'm like, "Content." And they're like, "OnlyFans." Like that's me. I swear to God,
Yeah, I make adult
that to me,
content
dude.
online. Leave me alone.
I was
Quit
like,
judging. Quit judging me.
no, I make fucking YouTube videos. Like, oh, cool. What's your channel? And then I'm like,
Don't. Yeah, don't look.
this.
Yeah,
Shit,
yeah,
you not. They would have rather had me said OnlyFans.
yeah,
They
you're
would
right.
have so rather
it would
had
have
me
been
say
so
OnlyFans.
less embarrassing. It would
It
have.
would have. They would have been like, yeah, cool.
I would have been like,
And instead, I'm like,
I'm Mr. Beast.
make plant content.
Yeah, I know. It's evolving though. It's evolving. Your content right now is killing it, G.
Still definitely plant content. Like no matter
Still
how you
definitely
paint that
play
picture.
content. Still 100%.
They're like, what does the C stand for? I'm like, content.
Content lifestyle TV,
Content
baby.
lifestyle TV, dude.
Yeah, it's what we do. We're just
Like,
repping.
fucking, I love. That's what I do, man.
We're repping. Bro,
Yeah, it was
man.
tough. So that's my tough bonding part is because they're like, oh yeah, real estate agent. I'm like, oh cool, yeah, sweet. And I'm like, oh yeah, I own the bar down the street. I'm like, sweet.
Yep, you're
Keep
gonna get that a
going.
lot. You're gonna get that a
I'll
lot.
just try to go
my
past
boy,
me like, who else?
bro, my boy plays AAA hockey, and like all the
Yeah.
parents are loaded. So it's like, what do you do? I own an insurance company. Oh, okay, great. What do you
You should
do?
be like, I work with an author.
I own my buddy. My buddy has a Stone and
That's my
Successful
buddy.
line. You wouldn't believe it. He has a really
You
cool
know, he
clothing line.
discovered VPD.
He discovered
wrote 2
VPD in
books.
2017. He's got 2
You
books.
know?
Fuck.
Yeah.
That's my guy. Yeah. Fucking guy. Rob, thank you so much for
Good
coming
guy.
on here tonight, man. I appreciate you, brother.
Oh, dude, absolutely, man. I'm
man.
happy to do it, dude. I forgot we were live when I was looking at the wall.
Yeah, you
turned
would.
back.
You would. Yeah, you
Yeah.
would. It's so natural. I wanted to have you on back because you were one of my firsts, and the audio was
One
just
of?
shit. You one of. Sorry, I didn't tell you.
I thought it was your first.
That's upsetting, eh? That's weird. But I didn't see this going there. So I wanted to do it again, bro. And quite honestly, this won't be the last time either. So
I can come back, you know.
Yeah,
I'll
you
look at
got
this
it.
wall.
You
I'm gonna
gotta
fucking
put
paint
my
this
face.
wall. You know, I rent
I'm
this
gonna put
place.
my
Once I
face.
move, I want to make sure that the wall over here is fly as shit.
Good.
And I'm gonna get a picture
it's
of
one
me,
you're
you, and
looking
Chris
at.
together.
Man,
you know what
bro,
I'm saying? All of us together.
if you're against, one of the smartest things I did was have the fucking opening behind me. It's open over here. I get to look at all kinds of crazy things over here because my desk is back over there. So all this is what I look at.
You
Yeah,
just put
yeah,
like
yeah.
goofy pictures and shit.
Yeah, you're looking at them. I got an
Mad
otter,
Magazine
bro.
fucking.
I got
I
an
got a
otter.
whole nudie spread.
Yeah,
Okay,
over there.
All this
Yeah.
stuff, mini TV.
Mrs. P is naked.
It's like I got a picture of her right
I
here.
wasn't supposed to tell anyone.
So I just top buds. I'm always like, yeah, fuck yeah, yeah.
Oh shit, Rob! Thank you so much for coming on, man. Growers Gauntlet. That's what we're gonna shout out tonight for you, brother.
Yeah, shout out to that,
You got
man.
more
It's good
people
shit. And
following
Stash
you than
Blend.
me. So, and Stash Blend. Go
I got
check
the
that
biggest bag. Like nobody has a bag this big as that.
out. No, it's the one I got. Right here.
Is it? Did you?
Yes. Yeah, right here. It's a
Shit.
massive one.
All right.
Yeah, it's the 1 pound, I think.
Not many people have a bag this
Not
big. as
many
Stash
people.
Blend, so-
Not many. I have them behind these incredibly, really tasty cookies that I'm trying not to eat as I'm staring at them right here.
Oh, I ate all my cookies. I was
Oh,
gonna
I
save
know
one
you
for
did.
Trey, but Trey doesn't fucking show up. I've had this for Trey for 2 months,
Oh,
or since I saw you
bro.
last. So,
Shout out to Swank. I got mine too.
and I'm smoking it. But
It's
yeah,
full?
appreciate
You're gonna have
you.
to smoke that, man.
Oh, it's totally full.
You're gonna have to
It's
smoke
totally
it.
full, and I'm out. I got a little. But yeah, shout out to Miss P. Shout out to you. Shout out to the flock. And yeah, you guys have a great one.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Huge shout out to Mr. RLBCL TV. We appreciate his face. Thank you, brother. That's the best, man. Thank you, G. Thanks.
Peace.
Man, absolutely wicked. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. My boy, Mr. ROBCL TV, bringing on the growersgauntlet.com. Make sure you go and check that out. I already know you guys are following on YouTube, CLTV. If there's any reason you're missing that, make sure you got them at Watch CLTV here on YouTube, CLTV. You can check it into the search bar. Growersgauntlet.com. He does go live every now and again as well on ROBCLTV on Twitch. So make sure you go and check that out as well. Huge shout out to him. Huge shout out to you guys for tuning in and supporting this show. I appreciate that. With every episode and all episodes, I would like to do a community highlight. So, without further ado, let's jump right into today's community highlight.
Community highlights.
My friends, we can go full on this one if you wouldn't mind. Because I'm actually going to walk around a little bit. Stretch her out. Guys, so with this show, I think it's only important that we do a segment where I highlight community involvement, individuals, personalities that, in my opinion, are kicking ass and doing they thing. Last week, if you don't remember, we highlighted Mama Kush 420. This week, I'd like to do a dual shout out, if you will. I would like to give a shout out well, first of all, I would like to give a shout out to Madman Plant. Did I actually say that correct?
Yeah.
That's my man. I actually ran into to Madman in Vegas, and he is a canna educator through and through by all definitions. I'm very proud to call him a colleague and a friend, and I would like for you to go and check out his page. Not only is he on Instagram, he's also on YouTube. He is doing all kinds of things. He's got a great education plan where he does one-on-ones with community involvement. I love what he's doing. I think he's a great guy, and I met him and his partner and his puppy when we were in Vegas, and it was absolutely a blessing to run into him. So I want to give a huge shout out to Madman Plant. That guy's doing it. I want you to go check him out, and if I can highlight anybody, I want to be able to just send a few quality members over to some folks to help boost up some of their numbers and help you find some quality content. So if you haven't already, I encourage you to go check them out. I would like to do another special. This is going to be kind of unusual because I had already chosen Madman Plant as our community highlight. But then I remembered that there was someone very special to me that's doing something really big. And I want to highlight these things. We actually seen him in the chat a little bit earlier. I'm not sure if he's still here, but I want to give a huge shout out to my boy Matt, ICANN-THC, because he actually released a music video earlier this month, and in my opinion, fucking awesome. You know, it's not my particular genre of hip hop. However, that doesn't matter. I love hip hop and I love music and I love the vibes. This man is so damn inspirational to me because if you guys don't know, I am trying to find my place here on the internet. I'm trying to figure out where Pigeons, the message of Pigeons, the brand, the man, the personality belongs. I've found an existence here on YouTube doing this plant stuff, and I'm so thankful for that. And I know that my opportunity and my gate or my windows don't close with that. I have dreams of doing bigger things. And if you guys aren't new here, you'll know that I have been trying new content. I've been trying new shows. I've been trying new styles. I've been trying new deliveries. I've been trying everything to just try to see what is kind of acceptable and what's not, and what will jive and what won't. And if there's anybody in this game, I've been doing content of our variety since 2014. That's 10 years of this content. 10 years. I've seen the evolution of it, and I've managed to still stay relevant. How long? I don't know. For how long? I don't know. But I've still managed to stay relevant. And the reason I've stayed relevant is because I've been willing to change my content. I've been willing to grow and adapt. And if there's anybody in this game that understands the criticism that you get from trying to change up your game, trying to change up your delivery, try to branch out, I get it. I get it. It is not easy. And boy, do you get beat up. Matt put out this music video. In my opinion, I'm gonna look at it as this. I'm gonna look at the quality of the production. I thought it was great. The delivery on how he talked about it, you know, or how he delivered his message, you know, I thought it was actually delivered very well. I thought it had meaning. I thought it had essence. How was the beat? The beat was there. I felt the beat. You know, I really feel like the conversation should be around his content and his delivery and his method, rather than where his head's at, where his dreams are, and so on and so forth. I'm thankful to see people in our space doing new things. I am thankful to see people brave enough to break through the barriers and say, I'm going to try it, no matter what anyone says. And I respect that. And I think more of us should be willing to accept, not necessarily, I don't care if you didn't like the song, I didn't care if you liked the delivery, willing to accept that we don't want to be pigeonholed, no pun intended, we don't want to be pigeonholed into just creating plant content. Maybe some of us want to do podcast content, maybe some of us want to do music content. You know, I would love to get into movies. I have a dream of incorporating gaming and our plant into one, where it's like I create a pro gaming league that is pro our plant. I actually dream of that. I want to be a professional gamer someday, which is so so outside of the box of growing a plant. I think it's okay to dream big and outside of our plant. Even more, I think it's awesome that creators in our space are willing to bring us with them, no matter what avenue of the internet you look at. I don't care. Look at cosmetics, makeup. You've got guys like Jeffree Star. I know you don't know who it is. It doesn't matter. However, this is an individual who has made millions of dollars doing makeup, has branched out, is become a millionaire, does music, movies, all this other stuff. Let's forget about that. Politics. You've got people who are from politics who have moved into creating, that have gotten into movies, that have gotten into music. Let's get out of there. Look at the gaming. The biggest YouTuber in the world is PewDiePie. Where does he come from? He was a gamer first, creator. Then he did music. He does music. He's done movies. Like, wow, man. Why can't look at Mendo Dope? You know, these are guys that, you know, have really always done music, but are branching out and doing content creation and are doing, you know, these are the things that we should be supporting. But there's so few examples of people that are able to break free or break through from our community, or that ceiling that is put on this content. And I want to see us celebrating that more. So, in the most long-winded Pigeons 420 Canadian way possible, I wanted to give a huge shout out to my boy Matt, because he's inspirational, he's brave as fuck, and I stand behind him on anything and everything that he's doing right now, because I think he should be doing it, and I think he should be doing it well, having fun. If you didn't like the first one, encourage him enough to bring out the next one to see what the hell next he's got going, because that excites me. That excites me. Fuck yeah, man. Fuck yeah. So thank you guys for tuning in. I'm just seeing you guys. You guys are awesome, man. Ice fishing content, my man, Northern Scrogger. Yeah, huge shout out to both Madman Plant and my boy Matt for ICANN THC, because both of them are inspirational. They've got the support of the flock. I love their content, and I think you will too. So huge shout out to them. Guys, that is the end of the show for today. As soon as Mrs. P realizes I stand up, she will change the scene so you're not looking at my nuts. Welcome in, guys. Welcome to the rest of me. We're going to get out of here. This was Tea with P, my friends. I will be back Wednesdays, 9 p.m. Central. So hopefully you guys will remember that, and you'll be able to tune in again. So no matter what happens to the show, whether we incorporate token, whether we start bringing back different segments, I've got skits, we've got all kinds of things planned for this show, because the bigger it gets, the more time I'm going to be putting into it, baby. So hopefully I will see you back here on Wednesday. If you want to tune in before that, you can find me live, twitch.tv/pigeons420. I'm there every single day. So come hang out. I'm literally live every single day on Twitch. So, or I guess when I'm not live, I'm here. on YouTube Wednesdays. So come hang out, twitch.tv/pigeons420. Huge shout out to all my patrons, guys. Thank you guys for supporting me over on Patreon. I'm going to get out of here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the show this week. I will see you on Wednesday next week. If you have any stories, any questions, you can follow me on Twitter at Pigeons420. Thank you guys for tuning in. Huge shout out to Mrs. P for making things look so great. I will see you soon. Much love. Peace, guys.